Long before he became the Buddha, there lived a prince named Siddhartha Gautama, the son of King Shuddhodana and Queen Maya, in the beautiful kingdom of Kapilavastu. He was a prince surrounded by every possible comfort, protected from all forms of suffering. Yet destiny had chosen him for a far greater purpose, to discover the truth about life and the path to liberation. From the moment he was born, wise astrologers had foretold, this child will either become a great emperor or a great saint who renounces the world. Hearing this, King Shuddhodana became determined. His son would never see the face of sorrow. He ordered that Sidhhartha be surrounded only by beauty, youth, joy, and luxury. Within the palace walls there were beautiful gardens, soft music, fountains, flowers, laughter, and endless festivals. Servants were commanded to remove anything unpleasant before Siddhartha could see it. No sickness, no old age, no death. The young prince grew up in an atmosphere of love and grace, tender-hearted and compassionate, yet completely unaware of the real face of life beyond those golden walls. When Siddhartha reached the age of 19, a strange restlessness began to stir within him. One morning, he said to his charioteer Channa,
Channa, I wish to see the city outside the palace. Bring the royal chariot. I want to know how my people live.
The king, fearing what Siddhartha might see, sent his men ahead to clear the roads of any unpleasant sights. But destiny had its own plan, a plan that no human command could alter. As the golden chariot rolled through the streets, Siddhartha saw happy faces and joyful crowds. But suddenly, amid the cheer, he noticed a figure unlike any he had ever seen. A man bent with age, his hair white, his teeth gone, his hands trembling, his eyes dull with years. Siddhartha looked at him in shock and asked,
Channa, what is wrong with this man? Why is he so weak and wrinkled? Has he done something wrong?
My lord, he is not ill, he is simply old. This happens to every living being. With time, youth fades, strength declines, and the body changes.
Siddhartha was stunned. He whispered,
Will this happen to me as well, to all of us?
Yes, my prince. No one can escape old age.
A wave of silence filled Siddhartha's heart. For the first time, he realized that beauty and youth are not forever. A few days later, still troubled by what he had seen, Sidhhartha asked to go out again. The king once more ordered the path to be cleared, but fate intervened once again. As the chariot passed through the streets, Sidhhartha saw a man lying on the ground, pale, moaning, trembling with fever, his body covered in sores. People stood around helplessly.
What is happening to that man? Why is he suffering like this?
He is sick, my lord. Illness comes to every human being. No one knows when it will strike. Sometimes mild, sometimes fatal. Sickness spares no one.
So even if one escapes old age for a time, one can still fall into such pain and weakness?
That day Siddhartha learned the second great truth, the truth of sickness. A few days later, Siddhartha went out once more. This time, the road was lined with weeping people. They carried on their shoulders a body wrapped in white cloth. Some threw flowers, others cried out in grief, and a priest walked ahead chanting sacred verses.
Channa, why are these people crying? What are they doing with that man?
My lord, that man is dead. His life has ended. His body will soon return to the earth. Death comes to all beings. No one can avoid it.
Will I too die one day?
Yes, prince. You, I the king, all of us must die someday.
Siddhartha felt the world spinning around him. He thought, what meaning do wealth, pleasure, and beauty have when everything ends in death? The illusions of palace life began to crumble. Deeply disturbed, Siddhartha went out one last time. This time he saw a man unlike any he had ever seen, calm, peaceful, with a glowing face. He wore simple robes and carried a begging bowl. Siddhartha asked,
Channa, who is that man? He has no riches, no family, yet peace shines on his face. Who is he?
He is a monk, my lord. He has left behind the pleasures and sorrows of the world to seek the truth, to find freedom from suffering.
At that moment, Siddhartha felt as if a light had dawned within him. He realized there must be a path that leads beyond age, sickness, and death. The awakening within. From that day onward, the prince could no longer find joy in the palace. The music, the luxury, the laughter, all felt meaningless.
Every night he would lie awake thinking, old age will come. Illness will come. Death will come. What is the purpose of life if it ends in suffering?
One silent night, he walked into the chamber where his wife, Princess Yashodhara, and their infant son Rahula lay asleep. He looked at them tenderly, his heart heavy with love and sorrow.
I cannot awaken them, he thought. One day they too will face suffering. I must find a way to end this pain, not just for myself but for all beings.
With that thought, he quietly left the palace. The moonlight fell on his face as he rode away with Channa, leaving behind the world of pleasure in search of the truth. That night, Prince Siddhartha Gautama was reborn, not as a prince but as a seeker of enlightenment, the meaning and message. This story teaches us that old age, sickness, and death are unavoidable truths of life. No matter how rich or powerful one is, the body and worldly pleasures are temporary. True peace can only come from understanding the cause of suffering and freeing oneself from desire and ignorance. Buddha later taught that the root of suffering lies in attachment, our clinging to what is impermanent. When one lets go of greed, hatred, and delusion, one attains peace, nirvana. The foresights that Siddhartha saw were not ordinary events. They were windows into the truth of existence. He saw that all joy is fleeting, all forms change, but truth is eternal. From that moment onward, his life became a journey to discover that eternal truth. Through compassion and wisdom, he became the Buddha, the Enlightened One, who showed the world the path to end suffering.